Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my brothers and sisters. Today we will talk about Idris, the prophet who ascended to the heavens. Idris, was a man of knowledge. He studied the world. He taught truth. And he inspired people to strive for excellence. He was the first to write with a pen. The first to understand astronomy and measurement. A prophet, yes, but also a thinker, builder, and reformer. He lived among a growing nation, the descendants of Sheath. But their enemies, the corrupted ones from Qabil's line, began to attack and mislead. So Idris, trained his people, not just with swords, but with purpose. They fought back. They defended the truth. He led with justice. And when he spoke, hearts moved. The angels took notice. So great was his faith that one angel asked to be his companion. And one day, Idris made a request. Take me to the heavens. I want to see how the righteous live above. With Allah's permission, the angel carried him upward. From the first heaven to the second, then the third. And when they reached the fourth heaven, a divine decree came. We raise Idris to a high station. Surah Maryam 1957. He was honored and he never came back. Nuh was sent to a people drowning in sin, not water, but arrogance, idols, and worldly pride. He stood in the streets, called in the homes, and whispered in the night, worship Allah, you have no God but Him. But they laughed, they mocked, they covered their ears and turned their backs. Years passed, decades passed, centuries passed, yet Nuh never gave up. Only a small group believed, the poor, the humble. The leaders said, should we believe in you when the lowest of us follow you? Still Nuh warned them, I do not ask you for wealth, my reward is from Allah. But when they rejected every sign and their hearts hardened, Nuh turned to the skies. Oh my Lord, I am defeated. Help me. Surah Al-Qamar 54-10. Then came the command, build the ark under our eyes and our revelation. The great flood, when the sky and earth opened, the ark was complete. The believers gathered. Animals came two by Allah's command. Nuh stood at the entrance. He looked to the sky and then it began. A single drop, then another. Then the clouds split wide open. We opened the gates of the sky with pouring rain, Qur'an 54-11, and caused the earth to gush forth with springs, Qur'an 54-12. Rain fell like swords from above. Water burst from the ground below. The earth became a sea. People rushed to higher ground, screaming, pleading, but the time had passed. Among them was Nuh's own son. A final moment of heartbreak. Oh my son, ride with us. Do not be with the disbelievers. But the son replied, I will take refuge on a mountain to save me from the water. Nuh cried out, but Allah decreed, no one is saved today except whom I have shown mercy. The wave took him, and Nuh, as though a prophet, wept. The ark rose. Waves like mountains tossed it across a drowned world. But inside, there was peace. There was safety. There was Allah's mercy. The storm passed. The waves calmed. And after months at sea, the ark came to rest on Mount Judy. And it was said, O earth, swallow your water. O sky, withhold your rain. The earth dried. The sky cleared. And Nuh stepped out into a silent world. No cities, no idols, no defiance. Only soil, sunlight, and the sound of believers breathing again. Nuh fell in sujood, prostration, thanking Allah for His mercy and justice. A new life began. The believers settled, planted, built. The children of those on the ark would become the ancestors of the next nations. But Nuh, even after survival, mourned his son. He turned to Allah and asked, "My Lord, my son was of my family." And Allah replied, "O Nuh, he was not of your family. His actions were unrighteous." This was not just a story of water. It was a story of faith, obedience, and trust in Allah's will. The rise of the people of Ad, a nation of arrogance. In the land of Al-Ahqaf, between Yemen and Oman, lived the people of Ad. They were tall, strong, their bodies built like mountains, and their homes carved into cliffs. They had wealth, power, and fertile lands. And instead of thanking Allah, they became proud. They said, "Who is stronger than us?" They worshipped idols named Samud, Hatta, and Razan. Their hearts were full of arrogance, and they mocked the weak and the believers. So Allah sent to them a prophet from among them, Hud. He stood before them and said, "O my people, worship Allah, you have no God but Him." He reminded them of the people before them of Nuh, ass. He warned them not to follow the same path, but they laughed. They said, "You're just a man like us. Do you want us to stop worshipping what our forefathers worshipped?" Hud answered, "I do not ask you for any reward. My reward is with Allah. Will you not fear Him?" But still, they turned away. They built great towers and monuments, not to thank Allah, but to show off. Their strength became their pride. Their pride became their downfall. And so Hud gave his final warning. "I have delivered the message. You have chosen arrogance. Wait now for the punishment of your Lord." Now the sky begins to change. Hud stood before his people one last time. He said, "I have done my duty. I leave you to the will of Allah." And then the sky darkened. A strange cloud appeared on the horizon. People ran out of their homes and cheered. They said, "Look, rain is coming, we will be blessed." But Hud warned them, "This is not a cloud of mercy. This is the beginning of your punishment." What came was not rain. It was a wind. Not just any wind, but a wind that screamed. It howled for 7 nights and 8 days, tearing through the land, lifting homes, uprooting trees. The mighty people of Ad, thrown into the sky like dead palm trunks, their great buildings shattered, their idols broken. And when it ended, there was silence. Not a single soul remained. Today's lesson: the people of Ad thought they were above all, but not even the strongest can stand against the will of Allah. A gentle breeze can give life. A roaring wind can take it away. In the next episode, Thamud, a nation of carvers and a camel from Allah. Another nation rises, but will they learn from those before them? Subscribe, follow, and stay with us on this journey through the stories of the prophets.